What is going on, you guys? It is your boy Omzy here, back with the season finale and the very last episode that I will be reacting to Tokyo Ghoul before I go on and read the rest of the story in the manga. I don't know what they're going to do in this episode. I don't know where they're going to leave me off. I don't know what is going to happen. I know that the last episode and just this entire thing has been absolutely insane with literally the CCG, with the people from Ontaku, and with the Aogiri tree, all combining into one, and just even the stuff with Kaneki where we finally saw him get his signature hair, his white hair. Don't know honestly what kind of happened with that, but hopefully they'll maybe explain it to me maybe in this episode. But no, I have no idea what's going to happen in this episode. I have been looking forward to it. This is the very last episode of Tokyo Ghoul that I will be seeing. And yeah, I just kind of just want to shut up so I can get straight into it. I don't know if I am going to have a lot to talk about. I feel like I might at the very end of this episode, so honestly, who knows? But yeah, the very last one, without further ado, let's get straight into it. If you guys are new to the channel, guys, like my reactions, like, subscribe, comment down below. And if you guys want to be notified when I release those videos, definitely smash the notification bell. But with that being said, let's get right into the season finale of Tokyo Ghoul. I can just definitely say without a doubt that this is one of the most kind of complex and really kind of mind-numbing anime episodes that I've ever seen. And it's not necessarily saying it's a bad thing. It's literally just right out of the gate. There was so much going on that I just really couldn't understand anything that was happening at all. Like, I was speechless for probably the first couple minutes. And just with everything that was going on, obviously with Jason and Kaneki, and even when Rize was brought in, don't even know what was going on with that, which is even them going like back into memories and just everything else with Rize. Rize kind of being that, who would I kind of compare her as? Probably the Eren to her, like kind of like her being Eren and probably Kaneki being Zeke. Just overall, her showing him the memories and kind of basically proving a point to him, where there was a lot of stuff and a lot of things that happened with this overall character arc, which, not gonna lie, I really do love how this episode did end and how this season did end. It overall ended really nicely, and it really, I mean, yeah, you can kind of say cliffhanger, but this fight was over with. And honestly, I wasn't expecting it to be a real kind of fight. I just thought maybe somebody was maybe going to die and maybe they were just going to cut from there. But no, there was an overall character change with Kaneki, and that's what I love about this season so far. And I'm really glad that at least this first season was able to show me that character arc so far with Kaneki. And I know that in the future with the manga, there's so much more that he is going to be dealing with as well. This is just this first step, this big major step with this character, where ever since that we saw him in the beginning, he was this kind, lighthearted kid that really didn't kind of want to get his hands dirty or just didn't want to be in any sort of conflict or just anything else. Even with everything that Rize was talking about in here, and even with Jason as well, make a decision, or else people that you are like, people that you love, or just innocent people in general are going to die because of you. So yes, it really is like, you don't want to be that person making that decision, but at the same time, like, one or probably both of the people will die. Like, just no matter what, lives will be lost if nobody does anything. Nonetheless, you don't do anything, which overall got in this episode, and it speaks a lot. And hopefully he will kind of carry that for the future of the show. And definitely the best thing in this episode was the whole thing with Rize, and just like, I really kind of couldn't remember with obviously everything with the whole Rize thing. Because, I mean, obviously I'll watch it again and I'll read more context probably in the manga. But I can't remember if I believe that he just accepted Rize. Like, he accepted who he is supposed to be and the person that he needs to be in order to protect the ones that he loves, at least. And I love that with Rize bringing up his mom, which finally we got to be at least introduced to somebody in Kaneki's life, and like in Kaneki's family, at least some sort of backstory, because I was hoping that maybe we get something at least before the end of this season. But I love that there was an overall thing where, oh, she basically kind of just overall gave her sister money whenever, and she was kind of like a doormat to basically her sister or whatever. She would work so hard to try to take care of a single kid that it weared out on her, and she eventually died. So it was an overall thing where she wanted to push towards Kaneki that you should be able to have the choice, and you should be able to try to do something in order to save or at least kind of support or just get behind kind of anybody. It's all about choice and action. That's basically kind of what I'm getting from this overall episode, is choice and action, that with this character finally learning, because he wanted to be on the back burner. He didn't want to really do anything. He didn't want to be that confrontational type of person. But when stuff started happening, and just with all those visions and everything, where he, like, obviously you saw what happened with his mom, but just all the other visions with Hinami and Toka and what could happen if you don't do something. So now I love with this character change now, and I'm very excited to see what more he has to learn in this story, and just overall what else is going to happen and what more is going to be introduced. There's so much that I cannot wait to read about in this manga. So yeah, I am done with at least the anime of Tokyo Ghoul. Will I ever check out Route A or just any of the other seasons? I don't know. It's like, or either Tokyo Ghoul Re or whatever it's called. I don't know. Maybe when I have a chance, or because I mean, there's so much more anime on my list that I'll just have to get to eventually. So maybe I'll check it out. I don't know, but I know definitely that manga is definitely next on my list, and I cannot wait to read it. Guys, if you were the ones that voted for this show in the poll from a couple months ago, thank you all very, very much for participating in the poll, as well as the people who voted for One Punch Man as well. I've had a lot of fun reacting to these past two shows, and yeah, I can definitely think where I would so far rank Tokyo Ghoul. Until I read the manga, as of right now, it's not in my top 10 of anime, but that could possibly change when I eventually read the manga and just see what else this story has to offer. So as of right now, with the anime, with at least season 1, what I checked out, it has a lot of dark moments. It has a lot of crazy character moments and just everything, especially with these last 2 episodes. They were just absolutely brutal. And yeah, when going into this show, knowing that there was going to be some fucked up shit and people were going to go through some crazy shit, you have no idea. You have no idea. So I am so excited to continue on with this story. And yeah, cannot wait to start reading. Guys, thank you for watching my reaction. You guys are excited for Tokyo Revengers next week. If you guys are excited for that. And if you guys like the channel, like, subscribe, comment down below. And as always, my name is Omzy, and I am out.